Bonjour. Hey, welcome. Today we're going to do something really cool. We're going to decode the secret language of computers. And you know what? It's way simpler than you might think. The whole key, it's just the number 2. So, do you want to learn it? Because that's exactly what we're here to do. We are going to crack this code, and we're going to do it together, step by step. Okay, let's get right into it. Think about our world. We live in what you'd call a base 10 world. It's just how we count everything, right? From Naira to yams, we use 10 digits, 0 all the way up to 9. But computers, they live in a totally different world, a base 2 world. They only use 2 digits, just 0 and 1. That's it. So our job today, it's to become translators between our world and theirs. So let's get to it. How do we start speaking computer? Well, our main goal is to figure out how to take our everyday numbers and turn them into those binary numbers, the only numbers a computer actually understands. And you know what? The secret to this whole translation thing, it's actually incredibly simple. The entire trick, the whole key to everything, is just this: bundling things in groups of 2. Seriously, that's it. So let's give it a shot with what we're going to call the bundling in twos method. And here's the best part. You can do this right now. You don't need anything special, just some simple stuff you probably have lying around the house. Yeah, no fancy equipment needed here. Go ahead and grab some bottle tops or matchsticks, maybe some broomsticks, really anything you can count. These are going to be your counters. We're going to do this hands-on, which is the best way to learn. Okay, before we start counting, there's just one word we need to know: unit. A unit is just what's left over after you've made all the bundles of 2 that you possibly can. Some people might call it a remainder, but whatever you call it, just keep that idea in your head. It's super important. All right, enough talk. It's time to put this into practice. Let's do a conversion together. And just for fun, we'll start with something delicious: Nigerian shortbread cookies, shuku shuku. Okay, picture this. You've got 3 of those delicious cookies. First question. How many bundles of 2 can you make? Well, pretty simple, right? You can make exactly 1 bundle. And what do you have left over? Just 1 single cookie. That's our unit. So the number 3 breaks down into 1 bundle and 1 unit. And just like that, we've done our first conversion. See, we write down the number of bundles first, and then the number of units. So our number 3 becomes 1, 1 in computer language. And those little tiny numbers you see, they just tell us which language or base we're using. Base 10 for us, base 2 for the computer. Pretty easy, right? Told you it wasn't so bad. So let's step it up a little bit. Let's try a bigger number, 5. And this time we'll use 5 times cola nuts. Okay, so you have 5 cola nuts. You can make 2 nice bundles of 2. That takes care of 4 of the nuts, and you've got 1 left over, 1 unit. So that gives us 2 bundles and 1 unit. Seems simple enough, but wait a minute. Uh-oh, hold on. We just had a problem. We got the number 2 for our bundles, but remember that big rule we talked about? The computer's language, it can only use 0 and 1. So what on earth do we do now? We can't use a 2. Okay, here comes the most important rule of all. Listen close. Anytime you get a group of 2 of anything, you have to bundle it again. So since we have 2 bundles, guess what we do? We bundle the bundles. This idea right here, this is the real key to thinking in base 2. Let's walk through this rebundle step by step. We take those 2 bundles we just made. We follow the rule and we group them into one brand new super bundle. Now let's take stock. How many of the original smaller bundles are left over? None. 0. And how many of those single units did we have from the very beginning? We still have that 1, right? Okay, now we just read our result. Starting with the biggest bundle, we have 1 super bundle, 0 leftover regular bundles, and 1 unit. So you put all that together and what do you get? 1, 0, 1. And there it is. The number 5 in our language is 101 in computer language. See how that works? It's like a puzzle. All right, you've seen the basic method and you've seen the super important rebundling trick. So guess what? Now it's your turn. It's time for a little digital challenge to prove you can really speak the language. Okay, grab your counters again. I want you to try and convert 2 numbers, 4 and 7. And hey, I'll even give you a little hint for the number 4. Think about it. 4 is exactly 2 groups of 2, so you already know you're going to have to do some rebundling. Go ahead, pause right here and give it a shot. And welcome back. How did it go? Hey, whether you totally nailed the challenge or you're still getting the hang of it, you've earned your reward. I'm about to show you your very first conversion chart. Think of it like a handy little dictionary for the computer's language. And here it is. Take a good look. This chart shows the first 10 numbers translated from our world right into the computer's. So, how'd you do on the challenge? Did you get that 4 is 100 and 7 is 111? If you did, awesome. If not, no worries. Keep this chart as your guide. You gotta remember, just like with any new language, the key is practice. You've heard it a million times. Practice makes perfect. And it's really true here. So I encourage you, grab those bottle tops or matchsticks and see if you can work your way through this whole chart all on your own. So hey, congratulations. You have just learned the first 10 words of the digital world. This is the fundamental language that powers, well, everything around you these days. So the only question left is, now that you can speak a little bit of computer, what are you going to do with it?